Hello, first graders. Mr. Askelson. It is Thursday, April 2nd, 2020. I'm recording this video from my home, and you can see I've got my dog Einstein here. He's a big help. We're doing things a little bit differently these days. Just because we're not going to Nevlin, though, doesn't mean we're going to stop learning. Each of you received a matrix a couple weeks ago, and there are activities for each day on that matrix. There are must-dos and there are may-dos, and math is a must-do. So let's go over to the whiteboard and see what we're going to be learning in math today. Come on, Einstein. Okay, first graders, we are over at the whiteboard and we're going to take a look at our matrix and see what it is we're going to be learning today. It says practice counting coins. So the first thing in order to be a good coin counter is to identify the coins that you're counting. We're going to look at three coins that I know you've been working on: the penny, the nickel, and the dime. And the first thing you notice about these coins is that they're a different size and a different color. We'll look at the penny first. The penny, kind of a brownish color, has a picture of Abraham Lincoln on the front, and if you were to look at the back of the coin, there is a building on there called the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. There is a newer coin and still has a picture of Abraham Lincoln on it, but it almost looks golden color. And on that one on the back has a little shield and it says 1 cent on it. Pennies are worth 1 cent. So when you count pennies, you count just like you regularly would: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I was to take the pennies that I have right here, I would have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pennies makes 4 cents. I'm going to add a few more coins to this, and we'll see what our total will be. All right, there's quite a few pennies there right now, but I'm just going to start counting by ones and work my way through all the coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 pennies makes 12 cents. There are 100 pennies in a dollar. So let's change that now from... Oh, one other thing I wanted to show you about the penny is the edge of the penny. A penny has a smooth side. You can almost see that it's got a shiny edge to it. When you run your finger around the penny, you can feel it's really, really smooth. The next one is the nickel. Right away, you can see different color. Penny's kind of a brown or a copper color. The nickel is silver. The penny has Abraham Lincoln facing to the right. The nickel has Thomas Jefferson facing to the left. The nickel also has a smooth side to it, just like the penny. When you run your finger over it, nice and smooth, no rough edges. The nickel is actually a little bit larger in size than the penny, but it's not larger in size when it comes to value. Value means how much it's worth, and I'm sure we would all rather have a nickel versus a penny because a nickel is worth more. When we count with nickels, there are a couple ways that we can actually do it. I will pull some nickels out here. And the first way I can do this, if I'm good at skip counting or counting by fives, I can just start at 5 and skip to 10, 15, 20, 25. 5 nickels equals 25 cents. If I'm not quite so good at doing the skip counting, I can do another strategy, which you've learned counting on. And if I know my first nickel is worth 5 cents, then what I can do is count from there up to my next nickel. So if I start with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, go from 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then finish up my last one starting at 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And that gives me the same total as if I was skip counting. So it's two strategies for counting nickels. You can skip count or you can count on. It's kind of the same thing with dimes. The dime is silver, kind of like the nickel. It has a president on there that's facing to the left, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. One thing about the dime is on this one you can kind of see it has a rough edge, and when you run your finger over that rough edge, you can feel that it's not like the penny or the nickel. It's not smooth; it's rough. So we can use kind of the same strategy as the nickels, only this time we're going to skip count by tens. So I've got some dimes there, and I'm going to skip count starting at 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. If I'm not so good at that, I know that this is 10, but then I get kind of mixed up after that. I can still do the same strategy of counting on. It takes all your fingers maybe this time to do it, but I start at 10 and I go 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I start at 20 and I count 10 more. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And I could just keep counting up my dimes until I've counted all the dimes that I have. So 2 strategies for the nickel and the dime. Pennies, you just count by ones. So I hope this has been helpful. Practice counting your coins. If you can count your coins to an older brother or sister or to an adult, that would be great. Practice those coins. Pennies, nickels, and dimes. Hope you have a good day. Thank you.